Get ready for an adventure. Here is a story called The Skybound Search. On the shimmering, floating islands, where fluffy clouds brushed against candy-colored mountains, lived a boy named David. David loved two things more than anything: soccer and exploring. One breezy afternoon, while practicing his soccer skills, a gust of wind snatched his favorite soccer ball, sending it tumbling away towards the unknown. "Oh no!" cried David, his face a picture of dismay. He had to get his soccer ball back. He began to follow the ball, and soon he was soaring toward a part of the islands he had never seen before. As he flew, he stumbled upon a peculiar sight. On a mountaintop made of blueberry muffins, a rainbow dragon with blue-violet scales named Frizzle was hosting a tea party. Glitter sparkled in the air as Frizzle exhaled a puff of shimmering stardust. Beside her sat Dizzy, a Dodger blue flying donut, who was spinning and giggling. "Woo!" Dizzy exclaimed, as confetti rained down, creating a vibrant and merry atmosphere. Next to them, a violet talking backpack with a smiling face, named Blinky, was already laying out miniature tea sets and cookies. David, drawn by the commotion, landed near the tea party. "Hello," he said shyly. "I'm David, and I seem to have lost my soccer ball. Do you know where it went?" Frizzle smiled, her scales shifting to a cheerful shade of turquoise. "Welcome, David," she said in a voice like tinkling bells. "We're having a tea party. Your soccer ball is, perhaps, on an adventure of its own. But don't you worry." Blinky chimed in with a jovial tone. "I know how to find it. We can play a game of Find the Floating Artifacts. Each artifact holds a clue, leading you closer to your ball." Dizzy, twirling excitedly, added, "And we'll have fun along the way." She sprinkled some confetti in the air for good measure, causing a little explosion of Dodger blue sparkles and a sweet scent. David, his eyes wide with a mix of excitement and anticipation, eagerly agreed. "Yes, let's do it." And so, their quest began. First, they journeyed to the Cloud Maze Island. The island was made entirely of fluffy, bouncy clouds that shifted and changed like a dream. Blinky, with his amazing organizing skills, helped David navigate the maze by pointing out the correct path, while Dizzy spun around, sprinkling confetti to mark their trail. Frizzle, flying ahead, left a sparkling rainbow trail that guided them through the twists and turns. Inside the maze, David had to jump across moving clouds and solve a simple puzzle. They quickly discovered a golden key with the first clue. After successfully completing the maze, David received the first clue, and they were off to the next island. Next, they flew to the Riddle Island, a land filled with mysterious symbols and echoing whispers. A wise old owl perched atop a tower, guarding the second clue. "To find the second clue, you must answer my riddle," the owl hooted. "I have cities, but no houses, forests, but no trees, and water, but no fish. What am I?" David thought hard, and Blinky rummaged inside himself for the answer. "A map," David exclaimed, and the owl blinked, impressed. The second clue was in the form of a scroll, which led them onward. Dizzy, in her excitement, began spinning so fast that the sprinkles on her body shifted and formed into a smiley face. The third stop was the Speed Island, where everything moved at a rapid pace. The challenge? A race against time. They had to gather 3 glowing gems before the island spun out of control. David, fueled by adrenaline, sprinted ahead, leaping over obstacles while Frizzle used her rainbow trails to create shortcuts. Dizzy, with her incredible speed, flew ahead, dodging obstacles and leaving a trail of confetti. Blinky kept their equipment and supplies safe. They raced, with the clock ticking, until, with teamwork and a final burst of effort, they gathered the gems just in time. The final clue led them to the Island of Lost Toys, a hidden paradise filled with forgotten treasures. They followed a secret path until they reached a large cave, where hundreds of toys were piled in a heap. There was a wooden train, a stuffed bear, a collection of toy soldiers, and a little girl's doll, and even a soccer ball. The toys came from many cultures and all over the world, with all sorts of stories. As David picked up his soccer ball, he realized something important. The true treasure wasn't just his ball, but the joy of helping others. Together, they decided to organize a Lost and Found festival. They set up stalls to showcase the toys and invited all the islanders. Kids rushed to the festival filled with happiness and excitement. Smiles and happy shouts filled the island. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the floating islands, David felt a warmth inside. He had found his soccer ball, but more importantly, he had made new friends and discovered the magic of kindness. Glitter, confetti, and laughter filled the air. David smiled, a feeling of contentment washing over him. He felt a little sad to leave, but he knew that the memories, the friendships, and the lessons learned would stay with him forever. As David prepared to leave, Frizzle, Dizzy, and Blinky waved goodbye. "Come back anytime, David," they called. "There are always more adventures to be had." David smiled. He had indeed found something much more valuable than his soccer ball. Back in his home, David began practicing soccer. He now knew that even though he had lost his soccer ball, he had won something much more important: the value of teamwork, friendship, and helping others. And from time to time, he'd look up at the sky and remember the floating islands and the colorful friends he made, waiting for a sign of their return. Let's see what a great listener you are. Can you answer the following question? What did Frizzle, Dizzy, and Blinky help David find? Let's see how you did. The answer is, Frizzle, Dizzy, and Blinky helped David find his soccer ball and the value of teamwork and friendship. You did a great job. I really enjoyed reading this story to you today. I hope you had fun too.